Headlines this morning. The Anambra urged to vote wisely in coming elections to consolidate good governance. Fitting of artificial limbs on beneficiaries under CAFE's initiative commences today. Suspected bandits killed by troops of Operation Sharandaji in Zamfara State. On the foreign scene, U.S. Embassy in Nairobi warns citizens of possible attacks. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. The Anambra have been urged to maintain the prevailing peace in the state by avoiding all forms of anti-peace practice during and after the forthcoming general elections. The state deputy governor, Dr. Nkem Okeke, was speaking during a church service at St. John's Anglican Church, Ihite, in Urumba South Council area during the outing service of the family of the late Lady Comfort Okonkwo, who was the mother of the Commissioner for Environment, Architect Mike Okonkwo. A correspondent, Emmanuel Okonkwo, reports.
Deputy Governor Okeke, who emphasized on the need to maintain the peace and tranquility being enjoyed in the state by the residents, charged the people to contribute their quota by eschewing acts that could truncate stability. Dr. Okeke also used the opportunity to call on the Anambra to vote wisely in this month's general elections for continuity, as according to him, wrong choice made by the people during the elections would affect them negatively.
Let's pursue with peace and stability we have in the state.
Earlier in a sermon, the parish priest of St. John's Anglican Church, Ihite, Reverend Samuel Ifezue, who spoke on the topic, Gains of Godly Wisdom, described divine wisdom as tool with which Christians can conquer the numerous challenges of life. Reverend Ifezue pointed out that it is only through God that sound and true wisdom comes, and charged people to pray for wisdom to excel and conquer by abiding in God and reading the Bible always.
We need to listen to God's instruction. That is wisdom. When God instructs us, do we listen? Do you? We need to listen to God. The moment we fail to listen to God, the consequences will bear it ourselves.
The service featured special thanksgiving by the Okonkwo family, praises and worship by the choir, as well as special prayers for divine peace in Nigeria. From St. John's Anglican Church, Ihite, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The Caring Family Enhancement Initiative, CAFE, an NGO of the wife of the governor of Anambra State, Dr. Mrs. Ebele Chukwu Obiano, is inviting persons with physical challenges who were measured for prosthetic limbs last year, November, otherwise known as artificial limbs, to come for fitting. Opportunity is also open for interested persons who want to measure their sizes before fitting. The exercise will commence on Wednesday, 6th of this month, thus today, at Professor Dora Akonyele Women Development Center, Oka, and will end on Friday, 8th of February 2019. It will start by 7 o'clock in the morning and end by 5 o'clock in the evening of each day. The Anglican Bishop of Agota Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Ezofo, says competition brings out talent, skills, and potentials of the young people. He stated this when conference of principals of seminaries and convents, provinces of the Niger and Enugu paid him a courtesy call at the Bishop's Court, Ekulobia, as part of activities lined up to mark the 2019 Inter-Seminary and Convent Sports Fiesta, being hosted by Archbishop Christian Efobi Seminary Ekulobia in Agwata local government area. A correspondent, Chibuzo Okoye, reports.
Addressing the principals, Bishop Ezofo, who thanked God for the journey mercies granted them, appreciated them for the immense job they are doing, and prayed God to reward them accordingly. The Anglican prelate explained that competitions, especially sports, is a unique avenue to discover talents, skills, and potential of the young people, and made it clear that seminarians and convents, apart from giving sound education and impacting knowledge on young people, also help in giving meaning and direction to their lives by teaching them the way of the Lord, according to the Anglican doctrine.
or they go with it. They are part of the reward. And so I pray that the Lord will strengthen you and make your work a little easier. I know it's not easy. When you make your work a little easier as you serve Him.
The chairman, Conference of Principals of Seminaries and Convents, provinces of the Niger and the Enugu, Venerable Nnamdi Emendu noted that the Sports Fiesta, which is in its 5th edition, has spirituality, academic, discipline, socialization, and lots more as things that bind them together, through which they expand the kingdom of God.
We have 11 seminaries and 12 convents. There are many things that keep us together. There are spirituality. By the grace of God, we are working with one faith.
The principal, Archbishop Christian FOB Seminary Hulobia, Reverend Canon Efani Mbemena, who is the host of sports program, pointed out that sports is a global unifying factor, especially among schools, and enhances social interaction in the society, stressing that they placed emphasis on morality and spirituality of both the staff and students.
To the Lord Bishop of Alberta Diocese to inform him about the inter-seminary sports we are hosting. That is the essence of coming here.
In a vote of thanks, the cathedral administrator, Venerable Chijoke Nwankwo, commended Bishop Ezofo for his sterling leadership style and assured their visitors of a memorable event. Football, tennis, volleyball, badminton, high jump, long jump, triple jump, shot put, javelin, Scrabble, chess, cricket, among others, will feature in the tournament. The event, which commenced yesterday, will end on Thursday, 7th February 2019. From Ehulobia in Agwata local government area, it's been Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
The people of Abatete, Eziowele, Abacha, and Obosi communities in Idemili North local government area have resolved to give APGA candidates their support during this month's general elections. They unanimously made the resolution when the member representing Anambra Central Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Senator Victor Ome, visited the communities in continuation of his electioneering. A correspondent, Emmanuel Chibata, now reports.
Speaking during the visit, the traditional ruler of Eziowele, Igwe Michael Okonkwo Etusi, and the President General of Abatete, Mr. Moses Shukuka, described Senator Ume as a dedicated representative worthy of emulation. In a remark, the member representing Idemili North constituency at the State House of Assembly, Mrs. Nkoli Mebuaneze, and the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Projects, Ambassador Jeffrey Oba, stressed that APGA has brought substantial development in the state.
It's numerous. So they've empowered people, provide scholarship for the less privileged, borehole, construction of roads and other things.
Responding, Senator Ume said that within 8 months at the National Assembly, he has sponsored a bill to construct a Federal University of Education at Aguleri, assuring that APGA will do more if all its candidates are voted for. The senator, accompanied by his wife, Lady Priska, empowered 12 petty traders during the campaign with sum of 50,000 naira each to enable them boost their businesses. Some of the beneficiaries, including Mrs. Monica Ezigbo, Nonye Ago, and Mary Muojeku, thanked the senator for his benevolence. From Abatete in Idemili North local government area, Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
Commercial motorcyclists, tricyclists, and shuttle drivers flying within Njikoka Council area have endorsed APGA candidates for national and state assemblies in the area for re-election. Our correspondent Ogochukwu Okeke has the details of the event which took place at Abagana.
APGA candidates endorsed for second-term bid were Senator Victor Ume, Dr. Dozie Nwankwo, Honorable Timothy Fedora, and Honorable Pete Ibida. While addressing the people, the member representing Njikoka, Anyocha and Dunukofe Federal Constituency, Dr. Dozie Nwankwo, expressed gratitude for the people's show of solidarity and promised to sustain equity and fairness in the distribution of democracy dividends if re-elected. Dr. Nwankwo said that APGA has a spiritual connection with Ndibo, and a vote for the party in the upcoming election is a vote for the survival of the Igbo nation. The lawmaker stated that he will empower more people as soon as 100 tricycles, which he ordered from China, are delivered in order to place food on their tables and lessen their burdens. Senator Victor Ume reiterated that he is in the race to restore the lost glory of Ndibo in national affairs, regretting that Ndibo have lost their relevance because of lack of courageous and vibrant leaders at the National Assembly, and appealed to Ndi Anambra Central to vote for him come 16th February for the future of the state.
Anyone knows so? I'm not the Banya, I know so. If I never have, if I never, I know Vaka, never two. Vaka nebe di chiche nebolo nkpa di chiche manda na azunu na akwụkwọ manda na-enyela aka fa na-ebido ụmụ obere afịa manda na-enyela aka manda nọ n'ụlọ ọgwụ a na-enyela aka ya bụ na onwere ka ndị mmadụ ga-esirapụ ndị na-agbakwute ọsọ enyemaka oge ha nọ na mkpa.
In their separate remarks, state lawmakers, Honorable Pete Ibida and Honorable Timothy Fedora, noted that the responsibility of any government is to protect lives and property, stressing that security is the best priority of Governor Obiano's administration. Encourage the people to get their PVCs ready for the election and vote wisely. Dr. Dozie Nwankwo later proceeded to St. Michael's Anglican Church, Northia, Njikoka Council area, where he gained more support from the people of the area. The event, which was well attended by Okada riders, keke and shuttle drivers, climaxed with unveiling of APGA stickers by Dozie Nwankwo. From Njikoka headquarters, Abagana, Ogochukwu Okeke reports in FABS News.
Moving on now to our national news, troops of Operation Sharendaji have neutralized 9 suspected bandits, apprehended 5 of them, and burned down their camp. Also, 2 persons who were kidnapped and held hostage in the camp were rescued by the troops in collaboration with other security agencies and local vigilance groups around Zamfara and Katsina states. Acting Force Information Officer Major Clement Abiade stated that the troops conducted clearance operations in Shinkafi, Birnin Magaji, Sunke Forest in Zamfara State, and Safana, Runka, Kunkan, Sama in Katsina State. In another development, 6 suspected bandits collaborators, including a tanker driver, were apprehended at Kwana Mayanchi for supplying petroleum products to bandits at Gando Forest. Items recovered from the suspect included a round of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition, a motorcycle, and large quantities of illicit drugs. Others are 45 gallons of fuel, 7 drums of fuel, a tanker vehicle, and a water pumping machine. Similarly, 2 suspected bandits accomplices, Yusuf Muhammad and Abubakar Dabo, arrested along Kwana Maji Sunke Forest with large quantities of illicit drugs, are to be handed to the appropriate authority for investigation and possible prosecution. Major Abiede reiterated that the force commander and men of Operation Sharendaji remain resolute to the mandate of tackling the menace of armed bandits in Zamfara State. Young Nigeria Employers Consultative Association (NECA) has warned that continued delay in the passage of the 2019 federal budget is unhealthy for the nation's economic recovery and pleaded with the National Assembly to speed up the passage to spur economic activities. Speaking in Lagos, the Director General of NECA, Mr. Timothy Olawole, described as worrisome and disheartening the continued delay in the passage of 2019 national budget, which he noted was becoming a culture. He explained that quick passage of the budget plays a very critical role in economic development. Nigeria's fiscal year begins in January and ends in December. The dire consequences of the late passage of the budget of national development and business growth. And now foreign news. The United States has warned its citizens in Kenya, and credible information indicates Westerners may be targeted by extremists. The warning comes just weeks after a deadly Al-Shabaab attack on an upmarket hotel in the capital, Nairobi, in which at least 21 people, including a U.S. citizen, were shot dead. 16 Kenyans and a British citizen were also killed in the siege that lasted more than 19 hours. The U.S. Embassy in Nairobi said targets could include several parts of the East African country, listing Nairobi, Naivasha, Nanyuki, and coastal areas, all popular with foreign tourists. Meanwhile, the government of the UK updated its travel advisory to the country, saying Britons should avoid areas near the Somalia-Kenya border and parts of the coastal region. According to the UK's Foreign and Commonwealth Office, there's a heightened threat of terrorist attacks across Kenya, including Nairobi and the coast and resort areas around Mombasa and Malindi and northern border countries. On the sports news, the Edo State government has signed a host state agreement for the 20th National Sports Festival with the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports. The responsibility of the major stakeholders as written in the rules and regulations guiding the National Sports Festival were spelled out in the agreement. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, who highlighted some of the responsibilities expected from the host state, assured stakeholders that he was optimistic that Edo State will provide and even surpass the requirements, and advised the state to embark on aggressive sensitization and publicity needed in this regard. Governor Godwin Obaseki, in his speech, expressed gratitude to the federal government through the Ministry of Sports and Youth and Sports on behalf of the people of Edo State for the confidence reposed in the state to host the 20th National Sports Festival in 2020. And now remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website www.absradiotv.com. Like us at www.facebook.com/absradiotv. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at absradiotv. And the main point of the news once again, Anambra have been urged to vote wisely in coming elections to consolidate good governance. Fitting of artificial limbs on beneficiaries under CAFE initiative commences today. Suspected bandits have been killed by troops of Operation Sharan Daji in Zamfara State. And from the foreign scene, we brought you a story that U.S. Embassy in Nairobi has warned citizens of possible attacks. And that ends the news for this morning. Thanking you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Ngokoye. Good morning and have a wonderful day.